AITA for giving my oldest child the smallest bedroom 20 years ago? At the time of this incident, I, 50F, was 32, my oldest Sam was F12, first marriage, middle April F6, and youngest Darren M4, second. We moved into a house with 4 bedrooms, upstairs, large master and medium-ish bedroom, main level, large and small bedroom. The small bedroom was in the back corner of the house, and since April had a quiet voice we wanted her where we could hear her easily. Sam didn't want the small bedroom, it was quite small, and thought this was unfair as she was much older, so we compromised by turning the small bedroom into an office. The girls shared a room. April was easily hurt and Sam was only with me on weekends, so it didn't even make sense for her to take up a whole room all the time. Sam was unhappy with this arrangement from the get-go. It didn't help that she kept butting heads with her sister. April would push buttons, Sam would react, and it would turn into a sobbing mess. April, being 6, would also sometimes make kid mistakes like doodling in Sam's books, and this would cause Sam to melt down even when I tried to fix it. Sam complained that April had a larger bed than her. We had gotten a bunk bed for the room, and April was safer on the bottom bunk as she could have fallen out of the top. So Sam had the top bunk, which was smaller than the bottom. Also, again, she was only there on weekends. I explained the reasons over and over again. She wasn't here enough to warrant taking away my office, and I needed to be able to hear April. I told her if she spoke to her dad and started living with me during the week, we could turn the office into a bedroom. She agreed, after many of these discussions, and came to live with me. She got the small room and boom, angry again. She expected the big room. She never told me, but I learned she was also angry as her very high quality mattress sat on the floor for a while. It was a very good mattress and a frame would have taken up valuable space. She stayed with me for about 2 years before going back to her dad's pretty much full time. No matter what I did, she wasn't happy. I haven't heard from her in a couple years. We had a big fight. She wouldn't tell me why she was so cold with me all the time, then she stopped talking to me. I found an old journal she'd forgotten at my house a few years back and I hadn't read it, but very recently I missed her so much, I did. There was a lot, mostly rants and notes and some journal type stuff. She wrote a rant about how I'd used a bedroom to manipulate her into living with me, how awful it was, and how it felt like a prison cell with just a chunk of foam on the floor to lie on and a little desk in the corner. She makes it sound like I tortured her with an expensive mattress and her own room, which I didn't even need to give her. Lots of siblings have to share rooms for years. I'm close to the limit, so I guess now I just need to ask, AITA? Did I go too far in not giving her the room she wanted?